My name is Captain Neil Navarro, and currently I am at CFOT at Crestmont, College for Officer Training, and I'm the Director of Personnel with my wife. And I grew up in the Army, and as an officer I have been almost 15 years, so I'll be a major soon. I like being a captain for sure. Something I love about the Army, but some people may think of it as a negative thing, but you know how when they ask you, what church do you go to? And a typical response is, oh, a Salvation Army. That's what we say. But what is the typical response of the other person that's asking the question, right? They say, the Salvation Army is a church? And so you have to go all through these ways of explaining why the Salvation Army is a church. In a way that could be bad, but I think it's actually a gift that God has given all of us as Salvationists, because just like the uniform, it just shocks everybody. When somebody says, "Oh, the Salvation Army is a church," don't you? You mean you worship behind the thrift store? That's like right there. That's like hook and sinker. Take it. Go with it, and then use that to evangelize. Salvation Army, and then you could define what salvation, the word salvation means. What the gospel is. So use that. I know most of us don't like that, saying, oh man, I wish the Army could be more well known as a church. But I say take it. Take that perception out there, and then tweak it, and then use it to evangelize. And then the other thing I would say is, we are the Salvation Army. What I'm trying to say is that we need to know who we are, accept who we are. We don't want to be the church down the street. I think embrace who we are. You as a soldier, you as an officer, find ways to make the Salvation Army even more well known or unique and different. I grew up in the Salvation Army, and one of my favorite things to do is, like, whenever I go to a corps, I've been in a corps 2-3 times, 2 different corps, and I've visited many corps. And one thing I always look around is not the numbers, just the diversity, right? Whether if it's youth, whether if it's families, and if a corps has low attendance of youth, what I've done in the past, and an officer has taught me this, the carpenters, I don't know if you know the carpenters, but they were solid officers. They mentored me in a unique way where you said, you gotta go outreach. You go, and what we used to do is we used to go as a youth worker, youth pastor. We used to go to projects and to homes, apartments, and we would have a tarp ministry. That's what I would say. Make your core grow. Go and do outreaches. And one thing I did personally, which I give as a tip or to anybody, is you gotta go where they are. I get a tarp. Go to Home Depot or something, get a nice average tarp, bring it out, and bring out your instruments, bring out the songs, bring out the games, and have fun with it. And you'll see that kids will come, and then when kids come, families will come, and then from there, you tell them about the church, you tell them about what the Army is all about, and then just love on them. That's what I would do. And that's what I would encourage all of us to do. Again, we want to make the Army known. And if they're going to question us if the Army is a church, then we have something to tell them. And we don't only tell them, we show them. And doing things that are out of the box, like the tarp ministry. I know it's kind of old school, but I think it'll work. It's worked for me wherever I've gone. And then that could be used as a sports ministry too. People that are in sports, I love sports, I love basketball. I would do that. I would just pick up a ball. I would just go down the park, maybe a couple of soldiers, a couple of kids, and bring them down and play some pickup ball. And then use it, just those things. I think we just need to kind of engage our people and be out there. We can't be in our offices sitting down, though that's important too, but we got to get out wherever they are. It's where it's at, and where they're at, it's where we should be.